Okay, here's a look in my collection of Autobots from the Last Night movie. So here's just a quick look at some of the figures that I have in my collection. And you could see that some of these figures are from the Studio series. Some are from the original Last Night series. So let's just go over them so you can see what I have in my collection. Starting off first here with the Optimus Prime. So first of all, this is not the Optimus Prime that came with the Last Night series or the Studio series. So hopefully they are going to make a Studio series version of Optimus Prime from the Last Night. But here what I have is, this is the Takata version from Age of Extinction. And there were so many versions of this that were made from this same mold. I think the better one is the one that had this whole backpack thing removable. So it's not showing like he's, has a backpack. But yeah, I like this because it's a liter size, so it scales in much nicely with this set. And you could see this one's nicely painted right down to the red feet, the gold on the knees and the chest. So yeah, I really like it. And this sword is a really nice third-party sword, because the original one is like this orange plastic that doesn't look good. So this is what I have in this collection, and I think it scales really nice next to the Bumblebee. But there was the original Last Night figure that came in a Voyager size, and I got it on my way to school from Target. But I ended up returning it because I didn't like the way the head was painted, and it just didn't look that good. And then after that, they came out with the San Diego Comic-Con version of it, which was the same figure but definitely painted much nicer. And I saw it at the Toy Arena warehouse, but Stan the Man convinced me not to get it, so I don't have it. But that's okay, because you look at here, the scale looks much better with Bumblebee, scales much better with a liter size Optimus. Because that figure, the San Diego Comic-Con, as nice as it was, he was only going to be about this tall. And that does not scale really nice. So for now, I'm happy with this. And hopefully they will make a Studio series Optimus Prime from the Last Night. And the Bumblebee, there was the same issue. The original Last Night Bumblebee was really ugly. I mean, the color of yellow was off, and something about the alt mode didn't look right either, so I didn't get it. But there was the Studio Series version, which is this one. And after looking over it, yeah, I had to get it because this looks really nice. It's not perfect. You could see like the waist is not like painted, nor the feet are painted yellow, but it's okay because this still looks nice. Definitely better than the original Last Night figure. So this is a Studio Series version. And actually, I wasn't planning to get any of these figures at all. The very first one I got was over here, Cogman. This is the Studio Series version of Cogman. And the original Last Night version, I saw it. I thought it was really a cool figure, because I think this is the first time they came out with like a headmaster. And it actually fit into the car, so I thought that was really cool. But unfortunately, I didn't like the gray plastic, so I passed. But here you could see this nice silver finish. Yeah, and so it is a nice looking car, so I had to get it. So this was actually the start of my last night figure collection, because this is not really, you know, something, you know, I really like all that much, but I thought this was a cool figure, and I thought I can get away with just, you know, just a one thing. But this is the downside of being a completist. You kind of have to have them all. So I ended up getting all these other figures, but if I can get them to stand. But I don't have any of the Decepticons. So let's just take another quick look, because this head, this is really cool. I mean, look at that. This is Studio Series, so you can see just how nicely sculpted and painted this is. So hopefully you could see why I was just so tempted and just had to get this figure, because this figure looks nice, especially with that silver metallic silver paint finish. So that was the start of it. And then I think that's when I got the Bumblebee, and then that's when I passed up on the Voyager size Optimus. And then I had to hunt. Well, I saw Ross had the original last night figures on discount price. I think it was like $7.99. So here are some of the original last night figures. So I had to, so I got them. So yeah, here's the original last night Hot Rod in his vehicle mode, and you could see it's really nice. Has that Ferrari logo, the nice painted rims, but no spoiler. And then the drift, which I thought was cool because it was red. Not smoothie screen accurate because it's too much red, but I liked how you know, it stood out as a red figure. It's a nice looking vehicle too. Look at this Mercedes. And then the same with the drift. The vehicle looks really nice with the silver rims, the tinted windows. So yeah, really nice. And then I had to hunt down for the other characters. So I had to hunt down for this Hound, which I remember getting at Kmart. And yeah, it was okay because it was just adding more to the characters from the movie. But if you could see right here, I had to get that Doctor Wu upgrade set because the feet were bad. It was not screen accurate. So now this is what I have, the Hound. And hopefully they will make a Studio Series version of it, because I'm sure that would look just as good as this, because this actually looks pretty good, nicely sculpted. So it's a fill-in, if you will. And then I had to replace these figures with the Studio Series. So after that, I think, yeah, this was what I got, the Drift. So you could see it's the same mold, but this one's more movie screen accurate. He's not all red, he's like black with the red trimmings on it. And it came with these nice little mini Dinobots from the movie. Not painted, but you know, it's still a nice accessory to have. And then after that, someone was asking me about the Hot Rod. So here you can see is a Studio Series Hot Rod. I wasn't planning on getting this figure because, you know, I had the original Last Night figure, but someone on YouTube was asking me about this figure, and then after carefully looking at it, you can see this one's much more movie screen accurate. So I had to get it. So I got it, and then after that, it was the same with Crosshairs. So here you could see, I mean, he is definitely movie screen accurate. Missing some paint like the red and gold, but that's mainline retail for you. I mean, this is as good as we can get, considering this is not a masterpiece. So still good, better than the previous version. And I think I forgot this one little dude, Squeaks. So this is from the original Last Night series. It's a nice figure, but as you can see, he is way too big, so I don't know if he's gonna be like come as an accessory to a Studio Series figure, but we're only down to 2 more Studio Series, which would be the Optimus and the Hound. So I don't know if Squeaks is going to come as an accessory for one of those 2 figures. But that's just a look in my collection of the Autobot figures from the Last Night. So let's just do one last close look so you can see. So here, Optimus Prime. Like I said, this is really nice. I mean, it's nicely sculpted, nicely painted, and I like how he's a leader size because he does scale really nice next to Bumblebee. And this is the Studio Series version of Bumblebee, so you could see this is nicely sculpted, but it's missing some needed paint. But that's consistent with the rest of the Studio Series figure. And this Hot Rod, this Hot Rod, I have to say, is really, really nice, because it's definitely movie screen accurate. And then the Squeaks, like I just said, he's a little bit too big. This is from the original Last Night series, and I don't know if we're going to get a smaller version of that. And then over here, here's the Studio Series Drift, which is movie screen accurate. You can see, look at that nice gold painted face with all the red trimming, and it comes with the nice feet, little accessories of the mini Dinobots. And then the Studio Series Crosshairs, movie screen accurate, but missing some of those paint, the red and gold. And then this Hound, hopefully we will be getting a Studio Series of Hound, but this one doesn't look too bad, especially with the Dr. Wu upgrade set for those feet. And then this Cogman, he's actually way too big. I mean, if you remember that scene, Cogman should be this big, which is probably what he is when you take him off as a headmaster. So this is just a cool little figure, a really nice car, and just the headmaster piece is what actually fits in with this collection. And then the original Last Night figures. This is what I have. I think I'll just keep them in vehicle mode, maybe give these away, I don't know. Have to think about that. And I was looking at the Bumblebee, but no, the original Last Night Bumblebee just does not look good, so I'm not getting it. And this original Last Night Hot Rod, even though he's missing the spoiler, I think it looks nice. So yeah, just showing you as far as the original Last Night figures. I think they stay in vehicle mode. I'm definitely not getting the original Last Night Cogman because this version's better. This is the original Last Night Hound. And like I just said, I don't think I'll be getting the Last Night Bumblebee because it just is not a good looking figure. And the same with the Optimus. That San Diego Comic-Con Voyager class Optimus Prime would be nice, but yeah, I'm not getting it. And I'm only saying that just so I have all that info about my collection of the Autobot figures from the Last Night.
A dangerous secret is buried deep inside the Earth. There is more to this planet than meets the eye.